The purpose of this form is to record and plan how to mitigate the risk, the impact, and likelihood of the violence for survivors who are in continuous danger in their living environment. This is particularly relevant for survivors of intimate partner violence. The first question is if the safety plan is needed. Safety planning enables the survivor to proceed with a predetermined course of action when she is in a life-threatening situation. Safety planning can help her minimize the harm done by the perpetrator by identifying resources and means to avoid harm and places she can go temporarily for safety. Developing a safety plan is a collaborative process undertaken by the caseworker and the survivor together. The safety plan addresses the fundamental questions. What needs to happen or to be in place for the survivor to be safe? It includes identifying dangerous situations, risks and warning signs, activities survivors can undertake on her own, specific people to call on for help, supportive people that can make the survivor feel safe, and the survivor's own strengths that help her get by. If you answered no to the first question, there is no need to finish the rest of the safety planning form. If you answered yes, then continue filling out the form, documenting the agreed-upon plan developed with the survivor. And the next question asks just that, if the safety plan was completed with the survivor, as it should be. Then you can enter the date of completion and the survivor's safety concerns. There is also information about the resources of the survivor, economic or material, relationships, community help, and other resources. Looking at safety preparedness, you can document the steps a survivor identified to minimize risk of further harm for herself and her children before violence occurs. Examples could include: the survivor will agree on a code or signal with friends, neighbors, or family that the survivor will communicate if she needs help. The survivor will gather some basic things and important documents and leave these things in a place where she can reach them if she has to leave the home. The survivor will teach her children that when the violence starts, they should go to a specific place. The survivor will come up with a code or signal with her children so that she can safely tell them when they should leave. Please refer to the safety planning tool for the full list of guiding questions to discuss with the survivor. For safety strategies, you can document actions the survivor identified as options to mitigate risks when the violence happens. Examples could include: the survivor can recognize some patterns in the abuser's violence that may tell her when he is about to become violent, such as certain times of the day or week, or when he is around certain friends or using drugs or drinking. The survivor can identify the pattern of violence or when the violence starts. If the survivor has to leave her home for a few days or more, she knows where to go. The survivor will check with friends and family to find out if they will let her stay with her if she needs. The survivor will check with these people to find out if they would lend her money or food in an emergency. Again, please refer to the safety planning tool for the full list of guiding questions to discuss with the survivor. Should the survivor decide to leave, there are steps you can document here as well, including what steps the survivor identified as options to minimize risk after leaving the home or the community if she chooses to do so. Examples of this could include: the survivor knows how to deal emotionally if people blame her for leaving. The survivor knows who to talk to for support. The survivor recognizes the trauma and stress that the situation has caused for her. And the survivor knows what to do to make her feel stronger. Finally, for our own system information, the last question is about how long it took you to enter this information into the system.